Ngiyalibingelela ibandla ngegama leNkosi yethu Jesu. Ngiyalibingelela ibandla ngegama leNkosi yethu Jesu. Hayi, thina uGethi kanti. Hayi, ngifuna abaningi bangazi abangani bami. Ngimelele ngiphiwe ubunzima ngani lokho kuthiwa game changers in mission. And as I looked at this topic, I decided to I think it makes sense to break this down. Break this down ama-terms now. Since research, I realized that young Adventist woman, kuthiwa mina, kuthiwa abangani bami, kuthiwa isayi zami, kuthiwa labo nabami, my sister, my friend, we are the young Adventist women. Then ngasengikhangela game changers, and I found out what game changers say. These are individuals who have a significant impact or influence on a particular situation, organization, or community. They are often characterized by their innovative ideas, passion, and commitment to making positive difference. Game changers can inspire and motivate others to work towards a common goal, and their efforts can lead to significant changes or outcomes. Mission refers to the purpose or objective. Mission is to spread the gospel, to be the salvation. Yes. So with these things, I looked, okay, let's not make a city now. Your game changers in mission. And also what it means, let's say, we have to be game changers and then what is the importance? Actually, when this goes to what is the importance of having young women in this mission? Who pathfinders today, leaders tomorrow. I want us as women and adult women, young women, my sister, my friend, who want to see what the same concept of pathfinder and understand the people that are young women today, they are the future leaders of women's ministries tomorrow. They are the future leaders, they change tomorrow. And my sister, these are the people who bring fresh ideas at church. And I know in every church, there is that thing the youth and the elders who let gap in between, who cannot understand, understand. But we have the same mission, we have the same purpose. And therefore, I am saying to you, adult women and young women, it is time we bridge the gap between young women and adult women. And because the mission A1 together. Listen, young women are very vibrant. And it is below Mama these are the people who are very vibrant. They have got ideas, new ideas, fresh ideas. At a point, I was maybe sometimes I cannot figure out but because you've involved women's ministries, you'll be able to reach I have a confession. I think this is the second women's ministries program we attended. The one was last year in Eyo, that's what pulled me to the program. But after learning this time I'm going. When I invited me in the church, I've seen the invite. I am going. Because then I'm captivated. Now the interest. Food and yes, so I am trying to understand. Actually, I used to think about women's ministries. I was sleeping. So, we don't fit in. And that is the total opposite. Women's ministries is supposed to encompass everyone, including Aboyo. Now, other gaps that we have in the ministry as women's ministries, and there is a disconnection between church leadership and young women. Therefore, I am saying to you, Bonina leaders as woman and the future leaders, next year, But I think the church is doing very well. Okay, the point that I'm getting to is, and let us not use such big programs to showcase young women and my sister, my friend, that I'm going to daily life here to the church. I was so disappointed. Nothing goes on the other day when it was Women's Ministries Day, and I think I was the only young person wearing a uniform. Even the pictures looking in now, there was a mama or one of us police there, and then there was me again. Let's try what's our daily lifestyle. Let's include young women. They are influential. They've got fresh ideas. They will help us to sit in nature. Oh, Mama Baksas. And we have unique ways as a church, as women's ministries, as leaders, to help us bridge that gap or my challenges that we have, create a difference, or other even having an interest in women's ministries. Number one, we have mentorship programs. I am glad to Tandega and the others that came before me, it shows where they come from at local church level, at conference level. They are being recognized because it's part of the empowerment, and these people are being empowered. Imagine Tandega in 10 years to come. Imagine Tandega in 15 years to come. As a young woman, that is the leader waiting to what? To be raised. And then we have community outreach initiatives targeting women and families. With young women and my sister, my friend, we are going through a lot of challenges. We're still trying to find out who am I? I am navigating teenagehood, navigating what kind of my interests are in my life under. Some of those people, they don't even come from Adventist families. But let us not limit women's ministries to only the purple uniform and church. And let's try and reach out on a personal level. Try and understand. So they look at how am I raised? Am I values? I'm acting. Then you teach me and mentor me. So that I am able to train the generation that comes after me. We need to is it four? When's our disciples? Where's our disciples? Let's get the idea, discipleship training and AMA workshops. I love that you are here today. This is part of what we call AMA workshops, although it's a celebration. But there's something, one or two, that my friends, my peers, these young women that we will get, that we will learn. We've been learning from morning till and those things, they are the ones that will nurture us to be great young women in the ministry. And we've talked about addressing the gaps. As one and let us not lose the young women. We need them to be part of the ministry. We need to develop relevant and engaging programs. But the one thing that I love the most is harnessing potential for mission. Understand that our mission is our thing is women on mission. At the top of everything, we may discuss such issues as minor and trivial, but the most important thing is the mission. And when we're saying